Welcome back everyone, James Bryan here. Today I'm going to do a tutorial about grading S-log2. I found this video from Daniel Schiffer from 2017 that talked about grading in general, and I found it very helpful to grade S-log2. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this clip. This is filmed in S-log2, and I'm going to slow it down, Control N, because I filmed it in 120 frames per second. So we're going to put that at about 20%. So it'll be 24 frames per second overall. So this is the clip. I'm going to take the sound out. So pretty flat, just as you expected. It's going to be flat. You filmed in S-log2. You want to get the most dynamic range out of your camera. Without a huge pain in the ass like S-log3 is, which will actually give you slightly more dynamic range. So you have the S-log2 clip in your timeline here, and you're wondering, how do I grade this? You know, you can move up the exposure, move down the exposure, try to get more contrast out of it, boost some colors. All that stuff helps out, but are you really doing a good job? So check this out. So I'll link Daniel Schiffer's video from 2017 in the description so you can get the same overlays that I have gotten from him. So it's an adjustment layer, and these adjustment layers, they have nothing to them actually. They're just blank layers that you can put on top of the clip, and you can add color boards to it afterwards. So you grab the base correction layer and you're going to put it on top first. And in this base correction layer, we're going to add ourselves a color board. And if you didn't already have this up here on the right side, you can just go into the search down below here and type in color, and color board will pop right up. So we go in this base correction layer and we're right above our clip, click on it, and then do Command 7. Once you hit Command 7, go into the exposure tab on the top right corner of your menu here. And so now you have this Luma scale that popped up when you hit Command 7. So what we want to do is get the Luma scale spread out between 0 and 100, all the way down a little bit right there. So already the clip is looking better. You can move through it a little bit, hit Command 7 again, get rid of the Luma scale, and the clip is already having much more contrast than before. So now that we have that exposed correctly, let's warm it up a tiny bit, because I like my clips to be a little bit more warm. Just a little bit, and that's good for me. Now we will grab the look grade, because we want it to have our own look, whatever look you're going for. I like a teal and orange type of look, but I'm not going to do too much teal and orange. So I have the look grade here. I'm going to grab the color board, put one in there, grab another one, just so I have more options. So I put 2 color boards in there. I'm going to go back to the right side, hit color board 1 again. Now that I'm in here, I'm going to mess with the, give a little more orange. Okay, and then I'm going to get the shadows and pump some teal in there. It's looking a little bit green, so I'm going to grab the midtones. I'm going to push. Actually, it's looking more yellow, so I'm going to go down in the yellow to get rid of the yellow, and then it may have a little purplish look, so I'm going to grab the highlights and go down in the, well, that's a little more green now. Just got to play with it. So that's a good looking background there. So we really won't know how much of a difference it's actually made until we pump the saturation a little bit on the colors. So let's put that up because we want a big difference. So I'm going to get it all the way to 75. And then we'll move down a little bit in the yellow to get rid of that. The yellow look. And I'm moving the master over to brighten the clip a little bit more. All right, I like that. I like the way that looks. Now let's play the clip. Background has a little bit of purple. So I'll move down in the purple a little bit. And I think that looks good for me. So now that I'm done with color grading this, I'm going to go over to the exposure in color board 2. And I'm gonna give it a little bit of that film look, a little hazy look. I'm gonna push the shadows up a little bit. See, it has a little haze on it too now. And this is what the clip looks like. So I think that looks good. And just for reference, this is what it looked like before. This is what it looks like now. All right, so now I'm gonna go to my other timeline because I used this entire color grading technique in, and I'm gonna play it right now.